Hello, and welcome to the This Happened Today in History podcast for February 28th. I am your host, Mr. Miller. This podcast will cover a number of topics that happen on this date in history. Please visit the podcast webpage at thishappenedtoday.buzzsprout.com. There you can download the notes page, which will help you organize the information as well as develop your own ideas on how these events change the world around us. If you are interested in hearing more, please consider subscribing so you will not miss out on what happened tomorrow in history. In 1983, the final episode of MASH, a series about the staff of an army hospital during the Korean War, became the most watched television episode in U.S. history, with viewer estimates at 106 million Americans. Even in this day of TV show popularity, no show has come close to this number. The record number of viewers stood from 1983 until the 2010 Super Bowl between the Colts and the Saints. In 1932, the Model A Ford was one of the Ford Motor Company's first signature automobiles. This particular vehicle was produced for the last time on this day. The Model A was the next generation Ford after the Model T. The Model A was released in 1929 prior to the Depression and was continued to be produced during the Depression. Henry Ford continued to pay his workers $5 a day during this time. During its lifetime, the Model A had 12 different body styles, including 2-door, 4-door sedans, and a pickup. There were also many commercial options. The car had a 4-cylinder, 40-horsepower engine and could comfortably travel around 45 to 50 miles per hour. The final Model A was number 4,858,644. In 2001, an earthquake in the Nisqually Valley near Olympia, Washington State, was felt for many miles around. The 6.8 quake was one of the largest in state's history. The epicenter was located in the Nisqually River Delta, where the Juan de Fuca Plate is subducting or going under the North American Plate. The quake lasted for 40 seconds and caused over $1 billion in damage. The quake was felt as far north as Vancouver, British Columbia, and as far south as Salt Lake City, Utah. You have been listening to the This Happened Today in History podcast for February 28th. I thank you for listening, and I hope that you have enjoyed learning about the historical events from the past. Thank you to the following websites for the information regarding today's topics: thepeoplehistory.com, MASH finale at washingtonpost.com, Model A final production numbers from the Model A Ford Club of America at mafca.com. The music used as the background track for this podcast is Americana, created by Kevin MacLeod on Incompetech.com. If you enjoyed this information and would like to hear more, please consider subscribing, as this will help keep the historical events in your feed in the morning for each day. I hope you have a great day.